All right, so this is what I'm noticing. There are four groups active. One group calls everything magic when people misuse, and they may or may not know what's going on. Uh, One group is full of idiots that speak in idioms. They have a tendency to have their own puppets, and they run their puppets with an iron fist. They have good puppets and bad puppets, and they just have to make their show work while everybody watches them take over. Third, there's a group that loves the word of God but hates it right at the wrong moment. So those three lines represent the word of God, but that represents them scratching through the word of God. The final group likes to sit and watch everybody grill in hell as they act like they're Christians, but at the last minute they get on the cross while everybody else is on it and they ride the wave. And so what's going on is there's one last group and they are sitting there cheating every single day while people try to figure out what's going on and who's doing what, and they're taking advantage of all of these groups. But you're not going to see how they're taking advantage until Sunday morning when everybody comes in and they go to church and they go to church and they go to church and they go to church, and then this person cheats. That's what I'm seeing happen. And so the cheater is doing everything that they want, while the people who love their magic are having way too much fun acting like magic exists, while the person who's being an idiot is sitting there telling everybody, just do this, you're going to help me take over. Just clap for me when I say it, even if it isn't true. Meanwhile, this guy who won't listen to or follow the word of God is sitting there, and right at the wrong moment, bam, he does the wrong thing, and everybody loses faith. While this group disappears into the blue yonder right after things go bad. That's what people just did. That's what I'm noticing just happened, and I am unable to solve the problem until this group stops acting like they're not going to do anything because they have all of the resources because they're trying to take over using money, until this group starts obeying the word of God or steps down, because all of these are leaders. All of them represent something. And this group is deliberately sabotaging, not realizing that they're handing the group over to this group in the center. This group needs to stop avoiding suffering because they also have all of the resources, but when they avoid suffering, someone dies, and then they go, oh no, and they stay and they hide until something goes right. Finally, this group is sitting there calling everything magic, and they're clapping, so they're technically all three of the groups at the same time while they're letting this guy cheat. But they sit there clapping, and instead of investigating things with all of the groups, they're calling things magic. This group is taking over the state of Texas and taking over the world, and I'm going to save that note later. But I need people to see what just happened because someone's cheating so dramatically that I can't do anything about it. So this is the Miss Universe pageant in Israel. If you guys can't see what you just did, you just let someone win.
Represent the United States
and you can't see who everybody just let win. But it's almost like they're letting this whole family fall.
The proudest thing I've done in my 23 years. It's a lot of responsibility, but I want to represent well, represent Kentucky, represent the United States, and make everyone at home proud.
Smith also.
That's what someone just did. That was on CBN, guys. Can you see what you guys just allowed to happen? Everybody just let it happen, and they're letting that family take the fall. But all people have to do is say, no, you're not allowed to put that in your mouth. And you got to treat him like a little baby for a little bit while he hurts himself as people tell people not to do the things that they're doing. And so this needs to be solved. This is what I'm writing about. This is 1/4 of the entire story, possibly 1/5 or 1/10, depending on how long it takes me to solve this problem. Understand?